What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today we have got a budget variation of a 4-man epic team to face the Eternal Dragon on floor 120 of the hard Doom Tower. Now yesterday I did a full in-depth guide, so if you want to go and check that one out you can. But that's including legendaries like Tator Rhymehide and Brexar Blood Twin. Today we're using 4 epics, and I'm also going to show you a team with 5 epics, which is a little bit more optimal. But if you don't have a cleanser, I want to show that it's still possible without it. So today we have got Vogoth in the lead for the accuracy aura and for the passive heals. We've got Jareg for drop attack and continuous heals from his passive. We've also got Rector Draft, who's applying a perfect veil, allowing us to have 15% AoE damage reduction, and also the crazy amount of heals that she brings to the team. Geomancer, he's here for the burns to reflect the damage. Not just that, he's also placing a damage mitigation on the boss because he's under a burn. And he's got decreased accuracy on the A1 ability. Now, I really want to show the value of, if you cannot stack high resistance on your champions, that it's possible to bring a decreased accuracy champion into the mix, like a Geomancer. So instead of having 350 resistance, you can now have around 200 resistance. And against the minions, where they have a 230 accuracy, you only need around 150 resistance to resist those dudes. And I think this is a really viable way of doing this. So if you don't want to go for super high resist, definitely a kind of team that you kind of want to bring in here. Now we're going to kick off the video by adding a cleanser into the mix. Straight after that, we're going to show the difference between having a cleanser and not having a cleanser, because it is very, very different. So let's just get a Doom Priest in here. Now the only reason we've subbed in a Doom Priest here is mainly for the cleanse if drop defense comes through. Now if drop defense goes on your champions, this is where you don't want it to happen, because you're going to be getting nuked from that Eternal Rage when he procs that passive. So she's able to cleanse that if it procs on a 3% chance, but also she's got those heals, which is really amazing. If you do not have a Doom Priest, this team, as I'm going to show you straight after this run, works as a 4-man team. You could put anyone here, Scylla the Drakes, you could put Vrask. All of these passive heal champions are going to be amazing in this position here. So let's get into this run, and then we'll go into the next one after that. Okay, so just before you get to the boss, you just want an A1 with Geomancer here. Very important, because it allows you to not have to have super high resistance on your champions. See those resists there? You're going to see the gear after this run, and you're going to see that we are nowhere near that 350 plus resistance that you need against this dude without decreased accuracy. Now, we've got the burns to reflect, doing some great damage. Jareg, consistent decreased attack. He can be subbed out. The only reason we've got him in the team is because he's got a continuous heal on his passive when allies drop 20% less HP. Doom Priest to cleanse off the block active skills, but it's not necessary. The only champion here with super high resistance is Rector Draft, so she's able to put perfect veil on our champions, get those heals in, and also apply that damage reduction from AoE attacks. It works out really amazing. The leech as well from Vogoth, great for sustainability, and the provokes, so all of the minions are attacking your Vogoth instead. The reason we've got Vogoth in the lead position is for the accuracy aura. It allows us to not have to bring in extremely high accuracy and still focus on a bit of resistance to take on the minions. And the boss, of course. So, look at this, guys. Full auto, epics only. As I said, straight after this run, we will do it without a Doom Priest. 4 epic team. And then we'll break down the stats and stuff. If you do want an in-depth guide, check out yesterday's video where I went into all of the skills in detail and other options you may want to use. We don't care about the skills on cooldowns. Literally. Like, if you start focusing on the minions, even if you kill the guy with the reset cooldown skills, he's going to be gobbling the other ones up, the gods. And he's going to be healing by 15% of his max HP. It gets a bit annoying. This is just amazing, guys. Now, do you need a Geomancer? I would say in this composition, yes. But of course, if you check out yesterday's video, no Geomancer was needed. As long as you've got a decreased accuracy in your team, and you've got a burn, you'll be good to go. And there we have it. Of course, Geomancer has got the main damage here at 3.9 million. But I want to just express that he's bringing more than just the burns. Like, if you bring any burn champion in, that number's going to be the same. Drexar Blood Twin, for example. The main reason why I've chosen the Geomancer is the damage reduction in his passive, also the A1 AoE decreased accuracy. That's very vital here. It's allowing us not to have super high resistance to resist the debuffs from the minions. Rector Draft, an amazing champion for all of those passive heals that she does. And let's do this run without a Doom Priest now. Okay, so as shown in the previous run, we want to place that decreased accuracy at the start with Geomancer. Then you just click auto and focus on the Eternal. Now you're going to see that Vogoth and Geomancer will die throughout the run, but this is where Rector Draft and her revive abilities comes into play. And this is why I really wanted to show the Doom Priest one first, to show the value of having a cleanser in these teams, right? Because when drop defense goes through, which will happen occasionally, block active skills as well, just to remove that so we can place provokes with Vogoth. Now, Geomancer and Vogoth here have drop defense. Now, if you up the resistance, you're going to be able to resist that a little bit better, because I believe we never had decreased accuracy on all of the minions there. And I'll let you guys watch the rest of this one, and you're going to see what happens when people are dying and the way that Rector is reviving. And there we have it, guys. So a 4-man epic team. I hope you guys seen how much use that Rector Draft has here with all of those revives. And you can bring in any 5th champion here to help out. Doom Priest, Scylla the Drakes, Vrask, any healers or revivers are gonna be amazing, alright? I just wanted to show that it's possible with 4 epics as long as you're bringing in the right debuffs and buffs. Now let me just briefly show you the next run, which goes a little bit better than this one. Okay, so in this second run that I'm showing you, Geomancer's the only one that dies here, and Rector Draft just revives him towards the end. We're going to be surviving these hits, and this is pretty much how it kept going for me. Geomancer was dying because he is the fastest in our team at 252, which means that the sustainability is dropping off. Now, is he still effective? Of course, but we're going to be finishing up the show here. And I believe this one was my best time. Even better than the 5-man team with Doom Priest. So we're just finishing up here. And boom. Alright, so that is the 4-man epic team. Kind of like a builder pack from Polarium. Put in your 5th champion and you'll be good to go. Now, I just want to mention, if Jarek decreased attack or the decreased accuracy doesn't happen on Geomancer on turn 1, reset the run, alright? It's not going to go as smoothly as you're seeing in the video. You need those things to be up consistently. So if you see that Geo doesn't drop that decreased accuracy off the jump and Jarek doesn't place decreased attack, just reset it until you get it right. So let's go into the stats of these champions here. Okay, so this is Vogoth and he's in a Guardian set. I showed him in yesterday's video as well. Make sure you check it out for a more in-depth guide on the Eternal Dragon. This is just a part 2 budget variation if you do not have the legendary champions that I was showing. Okay, so the Eternal Guards and the Eternal Priest have a 230 resistance and accuracy. Now, by bringing the decreased accuracy from Geomancer, it enables us to drop down our resistance here. Now, is this a bit high? Of course, but I'm just trying to resist as much as I can here. Now, you can potentially drop this down to... So, the Eternal Dragon has 350 accuracy. Now, you can drop it down to, I'd say, 200 and still be comfy as long as decreased accuracy is up, because it drops it down to 175. So 294 is comfy, but you can drop this down. Now the accuracy is just for the provokes and the extension of our buffs on the A1. We've got a criminally low speed of 169, nowhere near as fast as the 250 that we need, and a 73,000 HP. That's pretty much what we're rocking on this dude. Now the masteries, we've got Giant Slayer, and we've got the support tree. Now let's head into the next champ. Okay, so we have got Jarek. Now, he is in Star Wars and he's the only champion in Star Wars. And the reason for it is 30% AoE damage reduction from AoE attacks. Now, how I built this champion is high HP, high defense. We're still slower than the Eternal Dragon, which is fine. And the crit rate and crit damage, don't worry about it. Now, we've got a 305 resistance, still a little bit high, guys. Now, in a previous video, I had above 350. And by bringing in decreased accuracy, I wanted to show that you don't need 350. So it gives you a bit of leeway if you're struggling to focus on accuracy and resistance. Really great way to do that. Now, the accuracy is a little bit low, but we've got that accuracy aura from Ragoth, which is why this is working out. Now, the masteries here, we've got an offensive tree to War Master and a support tree. If you have a revenge accessory, which you can get from the clan shop, gives you a chance to counterattack to get more decreased attack on. And this passive is the main reason why we're using Jareg, but champions like Tyrell, for instance, they do the same job. They just don't bring this continuous heal, which does kind of help out a bunch. And the next champion that we used was raidshadowlegends, and we need no accuracy for her, which means you can go resistance on the chest plate if you want to, which I haven't, and resistance on the banner. Now, the main reason I didn't put resistance here is just in case you guys don't have it. Now, all I did was any gear sets. We got level 12 gear. We've just aimed for speed and sustainability. Now, overall stats, slower than the Eternal Dragon again. The only champion that's faster is Geomancer. So 233, she's the highest resistance. Stack it, guys, alright? Because champions like Tatua Rhymehide or raidshadowlegends or Duchess, you want to cycle through her abilities. Now, Perfect Veil is applying damage mitigation, 15% from AoE attacks. She's also got the passive heals, and it just works out amazing, guys. She's also got an A1 decreased attack if you want to bring that in, but we've already got Jareg, and we've got the revive for when Ragoth or Geomancer dies. Masteries, defense and support tree. Potentially you can go War Master if you want to. And yeah, that's raidshadowlegends. And the final champion is Geomancer. Now, I've just gone full outspeed here. We've got the resistance on the chest plate, which is very important because we need to go accuracy on the banner. So this is how you get the blend. Now, the overall stats for this dude is 38,000 HP, 3.1k defense. We are faster than the Eternal Dragon. The only champion here that's doing it, just so we get that A1 at the start of the rounds. Now, 268 resistance. We are like almost 100 resistance less than what is recommended for the Eternal, and that's why his A1 is amazing. Decreased accuracy. We're blocking this off, we don't need it, and just focus on the burns on the dragon. Masteries, offensive to War Master and the support tree. Now, here is Doom Priest, an amazing champion, of course, and if you want to run a Doom Priest, make sure she's the fastest. So, high resistance, high speed, make sure she's being able to cycle through those passives, and she's going to be good to go. And that goes for any cleansers that you're bringing in here. So yeah, that is going to be all for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I've done kind of a endgame composition, I'd say, with tutorial and stuff with legendaries. Now we've showed that it's possible with 4 epics as long as you create the right synergies. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.